Welcome. We are about to embark on a journey into a world that covers most of our planet, yet remains largely unexplored. A world of unimaginable beauty, of vibrant life, and of profound mystery. The ocean. Every scene is rendered with an astonishing clarity. Through the lens of 8K resolution, we can witness the intricate patterns on a single scale, the subtle shift of color in a creature's eye, the very texture of the coral gardens they call home. This level of detail allows us to connect with these animals in a way that was once impossible, revealing the delicate and complex lives they lead. It is an immersive experience, a window into a world teeming with life, painted in hues beyond our wildest imagination. So I invite you now to take a deep breath and dive with us. Join me, fight, as we explore the sunlit shallows and the mysterious depths to meet some of the most beautiful and fascinating animals on Earth. From the flamboyant to the fearsome, the masters of camouflage to the beacons of the reef, each has a unique story to tell. Let us begin our exploration of the ocean's most brilliant inhabitants. Our journey begins in the sheltered lagoons of the Pacific, amidst the intricate latticework of a coral reef. Here, in these calm, shallow waters, lives one of the ocean's most dazzling jewels. It is a tiny fish, no longer than a human finger, but what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in sheer spectacle. This is the Mandarin dragonet, a creature that appears to have been painted by a master's brush, dipped in the most vivid pigments imaginable. Its body is a canvas of psychedelic art. Wavy lines of electric blue swirl across a background of brilliant orange, interspersed with streaks of green and yellow. These are not scales in the traditional sense, but a smooth, scaleless skin coated in a foul-tasting mucus, a clever defense against would-be predators who might be tempted by such an alluring morsel. Its head, a beautiful mosaic of color, is topped with large, protruding eyes that move independently, constantly scanning its complex world. The Mandarin dragonet does not swim in the conventional manner. It moves with a delicate, fluttering motion of its pectoral fins, almost hovering above the coral branches. It glides and darts with the grace of a hummingbird, its movements slow and deliberate. This allows it to meticulously inspect the reef for its food, tiny crustaceans and other invertebrates hiding amongst the coral polyps. Its small, pointed mouth is perfectly adapted for plucking these minuscule prey from their crevices. At dusk, the reef becomes a stage for one of nature's most enchanting ballets. The male dragonet, slightly larger and even more brightly colored than the female, begins his courtship display. He raises his magnificent dorsal fin, a sail of iridescent patterns, and performs an elaborate dance to attract a mate. It's a mesmerizing ritual, a silent symphony of color and movement that culminates in the two fish rising together towards the surface to release their eggs and sperm. This fleeting moment, captured against the backdrop of the setting sun filtering through the water, is a testament to the intricate and beautiful lives that unfold, often unseen, in our oceans. The Mandarin dragonet, a living rainbow, reminds us that even the smallest of creatures can possess the most breathtaking beauty. It is a fragile masterpiece, perfectly at home in its coral kingdom. We move now from tranquil beauty to a creature that combines allure with lethal potential. On the sandy seabeds and in the rock pools of the Pacific and Indian Oceans, a small octopus leads a secretive life. By day, it is a master of disguise, its mottled sandy brown skin allowing it to blend in seamlessly with its surroundings. It is unassuming, easily overlooked, but when provoked, it undergoes a startling and beautiful transformation. This is the blue-ringed octopus. Disturbance triggers a dramatic change. In a fraction of a second, its drab camouflage vanishes, replaced by a pattern of iridescent sapphire blue rings that pulsate with an almost electric intensity. Around 50 to 60 of these rings flash across its body and tentacles, a stark and mesmerizing warning against a bright yellow background. It is one of the most sudden and dramatic visual signals in the entire animal kingdom, a clear and unambiguous message. Stay away. This stunning display is not mere bravado. The blue-ringed octopus is one of the most venomous animals in the sea. Its saliva contains a powerful neurotoxin, tetrodotoxin, for which there is no antivenom. The toxin is not used for defense alone. It is also a tool for hunting. The octopus will stalk small crabs and shrimp, pouncing on them and delivering a fatal bite with its beak, hidden at the center of its tentacles. The venom quickly paralyzes its prey. Despite its deadly capabilities, this octopus is a delicate and intelligent creature. It is small, rarely growing larger than the palm of a human hand. It uses its remarkable flexibility to squeeze into the tiniest of crevices, seeking shelter from larger predators like eels and fish, who seem to understand the meaning of its flashing rings. It is a solitary animal, its life a careful balance of concealment and, when necessary, spectacular advertisement. Observing the blue-ringed octopus is a lesson in the dual nature of beauty and danger in the natural world. Those vibrant blue rings, so captivating to our eyes, are a potent symbol of survival. They are a declaration of power, a visual shield that allows this small, soft-bodied animal to thrive in an ocean filled with formidable hunters. It is a living jewel with a deadly secret. We travel south to the cooler waters off the coast of Australia. Here, swaying forests of kelp and seaweed dominate the underwater landscape. Within these dense, undulating groves lives an animal so perfectly adapted to its environment that it becomes almost invisible. It is a fish that pretends to be a plant. This is the leafy sea dragon, a true master of camouflage and one of the most ornate creatures in the ocean. At first glance, it is difficult to discern where the seaweed ends and the animal begins. Its entire body is adorned with elaborate, leaf-like appendages that float and sway in perfect synchrony with the surrounding kelp. These lobes are not used for propulsion, they are purely for disguise. The sea dragon moves with an almost imperceptible motion, using tiny transparent fins along its back and neck to glide ghost-like through the water. This extraordinary camouflage is its primary defense against predators. It drifts with the current, a piece of detached seaweed, utterly convincing in its impersonation. Its long, pipe-like snout is perfectly designed for its method of feeding. It hovers patiently, waiting for minuscule prey, such as mysid shrimp and plankton, to drift within range, before sucking them into its mouth with a swift, pipette-like action. The life cycle of the leafy sea dragon is as remarkable as its appearance. It is the male who carries the young. During mating, the female deposits her bright pink eggs onto a special brood patch on the underside of the male's tail. He will carry these eggs for up to 9 weeks, fertilizing them and protecting them until they are ready to hatch. He becomes a walking, or rather, a floating nursery. When the time comes, the male helps the young to hatch by pumping his tail, releasing miniature, fully formed versions of himself into the water. These tiny sea dragons are immediately independent, but are extremely vulnerable. They must rely on their own nascent camouflage to survive their first few days in the vast, dangerous ocean. The leafy sea dragon is a testament to the power of evolution, a creature sculpted by its environment into a living, breathing work of art. So we return to the warm, sunlit waters of the tropical reef, which is, honestly, like a bustling metropolis of marine life. And here, in a home that would be deadly to almost any other fish, we find one of the ocean's most recognizable residents. With its bold stripes of brilliant orange and stark white, outlined in black, the clownfish is really an icon of the coral reef. But its fame is matched by the fascination of its unique and, intimate partnership. The clownfish makes its home amongst the stinging tentacles of a sea anemone. For most fish, a brush with an anemone's tentacles would mean instant paralysis and, well, death. But the clownfish is immune. It's thought to protect itself by covering its body in a layer of mucus, possibly secreted by the anemone itself, which, tricks the anemone into believing the fish is part of it. This allows the clownfish to nestle deep within the venomous embrace, safe from predators. This relationship is a classic example of symbiosis, a partnership where both parties benefit. The clownfish, protected from hunters, pays for its lodging in several ways. It will bravely drive away butterfly fish and other animals that might prey on the anemone. It also helps to keep the anemone clean by eating algae and leftover scraps of food, and its constant movement is thought to aerate the water around the tentacles, improving circulation. The social structure within an anemone is a rigid hierarchy. A group is led by a large, dominant female with a smaller, sexually active male as her partner. The other clownfish in the group are even smaller, non-breeding males. Should the dominant female die, the largest male undergoes a remarkable change. He will transform, changing sex to become the new female leader of the group, and the next largest male will become her mate. Watching these vibrant fish dart in and out of their living fortress is to witness a perfect evolutionary pact. Their bright colors, which make them so conspicuous, are a bold advertisement of their immunity, a warning that they are protected by their formidable host. The clownfish and its anemone are an inseparable pair, a beautiful and enduring alliance on the crowded stage of the reef. Throughout the world's tropical reefs, a colorful and industrious force is constantly at work, shaping the very landscape of its environment. This is the parrotfish, a family of over 90 species, all sharing a remarkable and vital role in the health of the coral ecosystem. They're named for their dentition. Their teeth are fused together to form a powerful, beak-like structure, much like that of their terrestrial namesake. This formidable beak is their essential tool. With it, they scrape and bite at the surface of coral rock, feeding on the algae that grows upon it. In the process, they ingest not just the algae, but also chunks of the coral skeleton itself. This hard calcium carbonate material is then ground down by a second set of teeth, known as the pharyngeal mill, located in the fish's throat. It's a highly effective, if rather noisy, process. What happens next is one of the most important ecological processes on the reef. The indigestible, ground-up coral rock passes through the fish's digestive system and is excreted as fine, white sand. A single large parrotfish can produce hundreds of kilograms of sand in a single year. Much of the pristine white sand that forms the beautiful beaches of tropical islands began its journey inside a parrotfish. They're the primary sand producers of the reef. Many parrotfish are also masters of disguise in their own unique way. At night, some species envelop themselves in a transparent cocoon made of mucus, secreted from a special gland in their head. This sleeping bag is thought to mask their scent from nocturnal predators like moray eels, providing them with a safe and private bedroom amidst the coral. It's a clever, if slightly slimy, defense mechanism. The parrotfish themselves are a vibrant spectacle. Males are often spectacularly colored in bright blues, greens, pinks, and yellows, their patterns changing as they mature. Their constant activity, their crunching and scraping, is the soundtrack of a healthy reef. They are not just inhabitants of this world, they are its gardeners and its architects, tirelessly sculpting their coral home and creating the very sands of paradise. Drifting with regal slowness through the waters of the Indo-Pacific is a fish of breathtaking yet menacing beauty. With its fan-like pectoral fins and long, elegant dorsal spines, it kind of resembles a creature from mythology. This is the lionfish. Its body is adorned with bold vertical stripes of red, brown, and white, a pattern that serves as both camouflage amongst the reef's shadows and a stark warning to all who see it. Every part of the lionfish's elaborate finery is a declaration of its dangerous nature. The 18 long, needle-like spines that decorate its back, pelvis, and tail are equipped with venom glands. While not typically fatal to humans, a sting from a lionfish is excruciatingly painful and can cause nausea and breathing difficulties. This potent defense system means the adult lionfish has very few natural predators in its native waters. It is a patient and cunning hunter. The lionfish often corners its prey, small fish and crustaceans, using its large feathery fins to corral them. It herds them into a crevice or against the reef wall, leaving them with no escape. Then, with incredible speed, it opens its large mouth and swallows the victim whole in a single lightning-fast gulp. It is a highly efficient and successful predator. Originally native to the Indo-Pacific, the lionfish has, in recent decades, become a major problem in the Atlantic and Caribbean. Released from aquariums, with no natural predators to control their numbers, they have undergone a population explosion. Their voracious appetite is having a devastating impact on native reef fish populations, which have not evolved defenses against this new and formidable hunter. The lionfish, therefore, presents a paradox. In its home waters, it is a magnificent and balanced part of the ecosystem. In its new environment, it is a beautiful disaster, an invasive species that threatens the delicate balance of an entire marine world. It's a striking reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet's oceans and the profound consequences that can occur when that balance is disturbed. On the ocean floor, crawling slowly over rocks, sponges, and corals, is a group of animals that, honestly, kind of defies belief. They are shellless, soft-bodied mollusks that have embraced an explosion of color and form. These are the nudibranchs, often called sea slugs. Their name actually means naked gill, a reference to the feathery flower-like gills that are exposed on the backs of many species. They are, without a doubt, among the most brilliantly colored animals on Earth. Their diversity is staggering, with over 3,000 known species and, more being discovered all the time. They come in every conceivable color and pattern, from electric blues and shocking pinks to acid greens and vibrant oranges. Some are covered in spots, others in stripes, and some in these complex, swirling designs that honestly seem to have been airbrushed onto their bodies. But this is not just for show. It's actually a vital survival strategy. This kind of flamboyant coloration is a form of warning, a phenomenon known as aposematism. It advertises to potential predators that the nudibranch is toxic, or at least, foul-tasting. They acquire their chemical defenses from the food they eat. Many nudibranchs feed on sponges, anemones, or hydroids, and they have this remarkable ability to absorb the stinging cells or toxins of their prey and store them in their own bodies for self-defense. Some species even take this a step further. The blue glaucus, for example, floats upside down on the surface, feeding on the venomous Portuguese man-o'-war. It not only ingests the stinging cells, but actually concentrates them, making it even more venomous than its prey. Others, like the so-called solar-powered nudibranchs, consume algae and incorporate the chloroplasts into their own tissues, allowing them to photosynthesize and create their own food from sunlight. Crawling at a pace that really allows for close inspection, the nudibranch is, honestly, a living gallery of evolutionary art. Each species is a unique masterpiece of adaptation, a tiny, slow-moving jewel that turns the seabed into a canvas. To find a nudibranch is to find a splash of impossible color in the deep, a testament to the weird and wonderful creativity of nature. Patrolling the coral reefs with a stately grace is a fish whose bold pattern makes it instantly recognizable. It is tall and flat, like a disc stood on its edge, with dramatic bands of black, white, and a vivid sunshine yellow. A long trailing streamer extends from its dorsal fin, fluttering behind it like a banner. This is the Moorish idol, a fish so striking that its name is believed to have been bestowed by the Moors of Africa, who thought it to be a bringer of happiness. Despite its widespread distribution across the Indo-Pacific, the Moorish idol is often a solitary creature, or is found in pairs. They are notoriously difficult to keep in captivity, which adds to their allure. They have a very specific diet, feeding primarily on sponges and small encrusting invertebrates which they delicately pick from the reef with their long tubular snout. Replicating this diet in an aquarium setting is a significant challenge. The Moorish idol is the sole surviving species of its entire taxonomic family, a living fossil of sorts. While it bears a superficial resemblance to butterfly fish, it is a distinct and lonely branch on the evolutionary tree. It moves with a calm and deliberate confidence, its flattened body allowing it to maneuver with precision through the complex architecture of the coral reef, its banner-like fin trailing elegantly behind. These fish form long-term, monogamous pair bonds, a relatively rare trait among reef fish. A bonded pair will forage together, navigate the reef together, and defend their small territory together. They are a constant presence in each other's lives, their synchronized movements a subtle dance of partnership and cooperation in the busy, competitive world of the coral ecosystem. Its dramatic appearance has made it a symbol of the exotic underwater world, featuring featured in art and popular culture. But to see one in its natural habitat, gliding effortlessly over the coral, its bold colors stark against the blue water, is to understand why it has captivated human imagination for so long. The Moorish idol is a living emblem, a standard-bearer for the beauty and majesty of the reef. Among the most regal inhabitants of the reef is a fish that undergoes one of the most dramatic transformations in the ocean. As a juvenile, it is a creature of deep dark blue adorned with a mesmerizing pattern of concentric white and electric blue circles. It is beautiful, but it bears no resemblance to the adult it will become. This is the life journey of the emperor angelfish. As the young angelfish grows, its appearance begins to change. The circular pattern slowly breaks apart and morphs, the lines straightening and shifting. Over a period of several months, a completely new pattern emerges. The deep blue gives way to a body covered in brilliant horizontal stripes of yellow and electric blue. A black mask develops over its eyes, and its tail fin turns a solid, vibrant yellow. The change is so complete that for a long time, juveniles and adults were thought to be two entirely different species. This radical change in appearance is linked to a change in behavior and social standing. The distinct juvenile coloring may signal to adult angelfish that the youngster is not a threat or a competitor for territory or mates. It allows the young fish to live on the reef unmolested by the highly territorial adults. It is a visual passport, granting it safe passage until it is ready to claim a territory of its own. Adult emperor angelfish are bold and confident. They establish a large territory on the reef, often centered around a preferred cave or ledge that serves as a cleaning station and a refuge. They feed mainly on sponges and tunicates, their strong jaws able to bite through the tough exterior of these organisms. They are often seen making a peculiar grunting or clicking sound, a form of communication that echoes across their coral domain. The life of an emperor angelfish is a story of two identities, a tale of transformation from a secretive, swirling juvenile to a bold, striped monarch of the reef. This remarkable metamorphosis is a powerful example of how an animal's appearance can be intricately linked to its survival, its social life, and its journey from youth to maturity in the complex society of the coral kingdom. In burrows on the sandy seafloor lives a creature that pushes the boundaries of biological possibility. It is a crustacean, but unlike any other. It possesses the most complex visual system in the animal kingdom and one of the fastest and most powerful punches in nature. This is the mantis shrimp, a small but formidable predator that sees the world in a way we can barely comprehend. Its shell is a kaleidoscope of color. The peacock mantis shrimp, one of the most vibrant species, displays an incredible palette of iridescent greens, blues, oranges, and reds. But its beauty is secondary to its weaponry. The mantis shrimp is divided into two main types: spearers, which use sharp barbed appendages to impale soft-bodied prey, and smashers, which possess two club-like appendages that they use to bludgeon their victims. The smasher's punch is astonishingly fast, accelerating from its body at over 50 miles per hour, with the same acceleration as a .22 caliber bullet. The strike is so powerful it can shatter aquarium glass and easily break open the hard shells of its prey, like crabs and snails. The speed of the club also creates cavitation bubbles. When these tiny bubbles collapse, they produce a secondary shock wave that can stun or kill prey, even if the initial strike misses. But perhaps most incredible are its eyes. Human eyes have 3 types of color-receptive cones. The mantis shrimp has between 12 and 16. This means it can see a spectrum of colors far beyond our perception, including ultraviolet and polarized light. Its eyes are mounted on stalks and can move independently, giving it a trinocular vision that provides exceptional depth perception for targeting its lightning-fast strikes. The mantis shrimp is a true marvel of evolution. It is a creature of extreme capabilities, combining devastating power with an unparalleled sensory experience of the world. Its vibrant shell is a fitting exterior for an animal with such a complex and intense way of life. It is a rainbow warrior, a tiny titan of the seabed, reminding us that some of the greatest wonders of the natural world are found in its smallest packages. Our dive comes to an end, and we return from the depths, our minds filled with the vibrant colors and extraordinary lives we have witnessed. From the painted grace of the mandarin dragonette to the formidable power of the mantis shrimp, the ocean has revealed just a few of its countless treasures. To see these creatures in the breathtaking detail of 8K is to gain a new appreciation for the complexity and fragility of their world, a world that is intrinsically linked to our own. The ocean's story is vast and ever unfolding, and there is always more to explore, more to understand, and more to protect. Thank you for joining me, Fight, on this journey beneath the waves. The connection we form with these animals and their habitats is the first and most crucial step in ensuring their survival for generations to come. We hope this glimpse into their lives has inspired the same sense of wonder in you that it does in us. There are so many more stories waiting to be told. If you wish to continue exploring the marvels of our natural world, please subscribe to the channel for more breathtaking journeys. We would also love to know which of these incredible ocean animals was your favorite. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Until our next adventure, look closely at the world around you for beauty and wonder.